Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. The latest WBC and WBA rankings are out, so I'll cover both off in this one video. What we'll do is start with the WBC first off. So they confirmed their top 15 at their latest convention just a number of days ago. And as we heard at that convention, Dillian Whyte was confirmed as the number one contender in the WBC. And if he passes his UCAD situation, he will get a mandatory shot by February 2021 at the latest. So we're not going to canvass that. That's all in the rear view now. We've heard about that. But there is some movement within the top 15. Not so much the top 4, which remains the same, but actually Alexander Usyk at number 5, he is a new entrant inserted straight to number 5, and that does sort of conflict with some reports that were coming out of the WBC convention, which had him at number 4. But these are the official ratings that have been updated to the WBC website, but clearly there was obviously some movement on these rankings before they were finalized. And another guy who was said to be dropping out of the top 10 from the convention is Kubrat Pulev. Will come to him later because he's still inside the top 10. But to make way for Alexander Usyk, Adam Kovnatsky and Joseph Parker, they both dropped down a spot. They're at number 6 and 7 respectively. Kubrat Pulev, he's down one as well. He's at number 8, so not out of the top 10. He's got a fight coming up against Rydell Booker. Oscar Rivas, despite being at the WBC convention, making a plea to, making his case to be further up the WBC top 15, and his promoter, Yvonne Michel, had said he should be number 1 because of the gloves incident with Dillian Whyte. He is actually down 1 spot to number 9. Joe Joyce is up 2 spots from 12 to number 10. Filip Hrgovic down 1 place. We know that Hrgovic is going to be fighting in December against Eric Molina. Ajit Kabial, he's down 1 place, and given he's been rather inactive, probably lucky that he is still in the top 15. He has been dropping down in other sanctioning bodies and actually out of one. Derek Chisora, who had been at number 9, he's possibly the biggest casualty in the WBC rankings, down 4 places to number 13. And I know much has been made about Derek Chisora's recent performances, and obviously some channels have been talking up his title chances, but the WBC has seen fit to drop him 4 places, despite his win over David Price just the other week. And Michael Hunter, he remains at 14, and the new entrant to the WBC rankings for the first time is rising heavyweight out of the UK, Daniel Dubois, who's at number 15. So it also says here, you can see on the right of the screen, that his inclusion is subject to him joining the Clean Boxing program. And just on Dubois entering the rankings, his promoter Frank Warren has actually put up a piece on his website talking about the convention and getting Dubois into the top 15, saying it means now that the Londoner is ranked by 3 of the major governing bodies and can expect his ratings to soar higher in the coming months. And the way that Dubois is going, the sort of step-ups that he's slowly taking, rising through the levels, he's in 3 of the 4 major sanctioning bodies, he's going to have options in the next sort of 18 months to 2 years in terms of which direction he goes down for a potential title shot. But still a lot of sort of water to go under the bridge for his career, more seasoning to be done, just 22 years old, but he is a talent, and he does sort of lead the charge with a number of other up-and-coming prospects as the next wave that is coming through. But if we move on to the WBA, it remains headed by Trevor Bryan at the top of the tree there, the interim champion. Alexander Usyk, Anthony Joshua, Adam Kovnatsky and Alexander Povetkin round out the top 5. That is unchanged, that top 5. Also unchanged is at 6, Michael Hunter, but at number 7 there is a new entrant here, Derek Chisora. And that's courtesy of him beating David Price on October the 26th at the O2 in London. Price had a relatively decent ranking of 8 the prior month, so effectively Chisora comes in for David Price, and Price is out altogether. So Derek Chisora, the big winner in this month's WBA ranking. So in one sense, he's vaulted all the way to 7 in the WBA, but he's dropped 4 places in the WBC to number 13. So it's, it's sanctioning bodies. It's hard to sort of predict and make rhyme nor reason of some of these decisions sometimes. But Filip Hrgović, as a result of Chisora coming in, he is down 1 place to number 8, as is Otto Warren at 9, down 1. At number 10, we still have Christopher Lovejoy. He remains unchanged at 10, still wanting to see a step-up fight involving Christopher Lovejoy. If you do follow him on social media, he talks a big talk, but we need to see him in a decent fight, because at the moment, there's not too many wins in the win column of his opponents, but there's certainly plenty of losses. So he needs to step it up and prove that he does deserve to be in the WBA top 15, let alone at number 10, which is a career high ranking for him. And it still makes me wonder, how did he even get there based on the opposition that he's faced? But he remains at 10. Sergey Kuzmin, after plummeting after his loss to Michael Hunter, is holding firm at number 11 this month. Same for Kyotaru Fujimoto at number 12. Mladen Milas, Ivan Daichko and Fraser Kendo, they round out 13, 14 and 15, unchanged from last month. But the big winner here, Derek Chisora, and obviously for the WBC, Alexander Usyk vaulting into 5th place. What do you make of it all? Drop a comment loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.